Have you ever looked at a building and just wondered, what stories could these walls tell? Well, today, we're going to do just that. We're tracing the journey of a very special material, one that literally carries centuries of history, culture, and even sunlight within it. And it's a journey that stretches all the way from the heel of Italy to the heart of America.
And this quote really gets to the heart of what we're talking about. We're in Puglia, right? A region in southern Italy where history isn't something you just find in a book. No, it's literally carved into every single wall, every street. The whole story is written right there in the landscape, and we're going to learn how to read it together.
Just look at this. These incredible cone-shaped Trulli houses and these ancient stone walls. They're not just built on the landscape. It's more than that. It feels like they're growing right out of it. It's this amazing place where architecture doesn't try to fight nature. It just emerges from it, using the very bones of the earth.
So that's really what we're diving into today, a land where the history is literally written in stone. It's a story that weaves together geology, incredible ancient craftsmanship, and this unbreakable bond between people and their place.
Okay, so to really get this story, you have to meet the main characters. And I'm not talking about people. We're talking about 3 different kinds of stone. But trust me, think of them less like geological samples and more like 3 unique personalities, each one shaping the world around it in its own special way.
All right, let's get into it. Time to meet our 3 stone protagonists.
First up, we've got Pietra Lecce. Let's call it the artist. And this stone has a secret superpower. Seriously, when it's fresh out of the quarry, it's soft, almost buttery. It's perfect for carving. But here's the magic trick. Once it hits the air, it hardens up, locking in all that incredible detail for centuries. It also seems to soak up sunlight, giving whole cities this warm, golden glow.
And you can see its incredible range right here. Look at the picture on the left. That's the wild, over-the-top detail of the Baroque style in the city of Lecce. It's basically sculpture on the scale of a whole building. But then, look to the right. You see its other side, this quiet, minimalist elegance. So yeah, it can be both incredibly expressive and just beautifully simple.
Okay, next up, meet the silent philosopher of the Apulian countryside, the dry stone walls. Now, at first glance, you might think they look kind of simple, right? But don't be fooled. They represent this incredibly profound kind of wisdom. They're built entirely without any mortar. Every single stone is placed by hand. It's a technique so important, it's actually recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. That's a big deal.
And this is where the human touch is everything. For generations, builders have had to read each stone, to understand its weight, its shape, and figure out exactly where it fits. These walls do so much. They mark boundaries, they clear fields for farming, they stop erosion, and they do it all while working in perfect harmony with nature. It's basically sustainable design, way before we even had a word for it.
And our final character is Pietra di Trani, who we'll call the Elegant Engineer. This is a tough, dense limestone, and it's prized for its sheer strength. It's super resistant to salt and weather, which makes it the absolute perfect material for coastal cities. It just anchors them against the elements, and it does it with a lot of grace.
So, over on the left, you can see how it literally defines the entire waterfront of the city of Trani. It is the city in a way. But that timeless quality also makes it a huge favorite for modern architects. Check out the picture on the right. It brings this clean, bright, Mediterranean feel to totally contemporary spaces.
But the story doesn't stop there. You've got these stones rooted so deeply in one specific place, right? Well, now they're about to cross an entire ocean.
So that begs the question, right? Where does a material with such a strong sense of place, such a deep connection to its home, go when it travels?
The answer might surprise you. It goes here. From those ancient, sun-drenched fields of Puglia all the way to the glass and steel canyons of modern America. The contrast is, well, it's pretty stunning. But the connection between them is absolutely real, and it's powerful.
And look, this isn't just a handful of specialty imports for some boutique project. Nope. The US is actually one of the biggest markets for Italian natural stone. We're talking thousands of shipments every single year. It's this steady flow of amazing, high-quality limestone specifically for projects where authenticity and quality really matter.
So what happens when these ancient materials land in a completely different architectural world? How are they actually being used over here in America? Well, what's really fascinating is that the stones keep their distinct personalities. Pietra di Trani, our engineer, travels as structure.
It's used for strong, elegant foundations like flooring and facades. Meanwhile, Pietro Lecce, the artist, travels as expression. It shows up in custom pieces, decorative panels, places where the story and the craftsmanship are key. It's like one provides the strength and the other provides the soul.
So where might you see them? Well, you'll find them in the facades of museums, on the floors of luxury hotels, inside the calming walls of a spa, or even making up the pathways in a modern garden. And in every single one of these places, the stone is doing more than just its job. It's carrying a piece of that Mediterranean identity with it, a little fragment of that Puglian sunlight. And this brings us to the real heart of the story, because this whole exchange, it's about so much more than just shipping rocks from one place to another.
See, when a piece of Pietra di Trani or Pietra Lecce gets installed in an American building, it's not just stone. It's carrying an entire philosophy with it. A belief in durability over disposability, a deep respect for natural materials, and it creates this tangible physical connection between our world right now and a very, very deep past.
So the next time you're walking through a city, I want you to look a little closer at the stone. It might not just be holding up a building. It might be holding a story from a totally different world, just waiting for someone like you to come along and read it. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What stories are hidden in the world right here around you?